So in you have attended a world's top 100 artificial researchers met in 2016, right, Dr. Shankar? So I would ask you how, from that particular meeting, how is AI revolutioning in various industries such as healthcare, finance, transportation, education, etc. What did you observe from the different leaders in that meeting?
So if you're looking at AI, if you're looking at a back days, AI is only specific to certain domains, right? So only people they may be utilizing is like people everyone knows only specific, like only the driverless cars or only certain aspects. But many of us, we don't know even today what's happening in a different fields. Like you take it simple agriculture. So we all don't know is like agriculture, is there any AI is involved. So today AI is involved to measure the soil quality. And the project which I worked earlier, a couple of projects actually, we used to send a drones and to monitor in a remote areas. It's like thousands of kilometers apart where I used to live, and we used to send the drones. There locally, the drones will be sent, or we take a satellite images and we try to zoom in, and every tree precisely we used to monitor it. So what is happening? So that's the AI is coming into agriculture sector. So when it comes to the manufacturing, which I said, so it's like every 10 seconds the sensor data. So we keep tracking of every 10 seconds. And if you're looking at one of the manufacturing sector which we are working, we had is like 1,675 sensors. So he's looking at the thousands of sensors. So we need to real time, we need to keep monitoring it. So those, if you're looking back 7, 8 years ago, we are not looking at that aspect. Because the reason behind that is like one is we did not have enough data. So if you look at it a back days, like I started my data career in early 2015 or late 2014. But those days the data used to be very limited. Second thing is computation space also used to be limited. But today's what advanced is we had enormous data because AI should learn. So even if you're looking at AlphaGo game, so even though AlphaGo game AI win, but the problem is even driverless cars. Even today we are facing a problem because the data is not sufficient. That's where it does some mistakes, right? So it's like a year require more and more data. So what evolved, I can say that we got enormous data. That's where advanced the technology, and we can see this all the chart gpts, all these billions of parameters it's trained. So that's where is like a technology evolvement and a competition space. In third aspect is the data availability, and people are also maturing it. So those days, if you're looking back like 5 to 10 years back, people are not ready to. So people are doubtful. So whether it can help. So even some of the spaces when I go is a convincing is the biggest challenge. So especially in manufacturing, I had a bigger challenge on convincing the user. So they say that, okay, my process is continuing last 30 years. So I'm happy. So what your technology can help us. So the biggest challenge is they don't understand. If you're looking at one of the manufacturing which I was working, so per minute, the production loss is 1.3 metric tons. So let's say, like if I predict the breakage or a failure of a machine 30 minutes ahead, looking at a 30 minutes, so it's like a 30 metric tons, but they don't understand because they say that I'm happy. But the problem is, even if I say, because most of the people, they expect 90%. So because this is a metric they always derive is like my accuracy should be 90%. It may not happen in AI space because we need a data. We need to data and we need to keep training it. So it's like a baby, as you might seen in our homes. It's like a baby. Once we tell few times, And first, once or twice, baby does a mistake, but we keep training, right? Same thing, AI space is like that. So at first instant, systems cannot give 90% accuracy. Convincing those kind of fields, it used to be a challenging those days, but now people are understanding, because what I started explaining to the manufacturing sector, okay, I can't give 80% or 90%. What I can give is, let's say, assume 50% accuracy. So previously you had a 0%. So don't look at it accuracy. If let's say one break per day is like one breakdown of your machine, if I predict correctly, forget about it, you had like a 4 times a break or one time a break in a week. So let's say if I predict a one break, let's say one break causes, like for you is like 1 to 2 hours to fix it. So let's say if I give it, so 1 hour, let's assume, normally once they identify, especially the like bigger manufacturing process, right? So identifying a section itself takes time. So the fixing, it takes like the average break time they used to see it is like 4 hours. So let's say 4 hours per hour is 1.3 metric tons. So per minute, I'm saying is a per minute 1.3 metric tons. 60 minutes, 60 metric tons. So average, at least, even if you put it at 1 metric ton, it's like 60 metric tons. 4 hours, 240. So times of the 1 metric ton cost. So it's like a huge. So I convince them, assume is like a one break I detect. So this is a value I'm bringing it. Don't look at it the accuracy metrics. So that's the way. So most of the businesses understanding AI, the maturity was improving. When you're looking at back, the maturity levels were not there and adaptability was not there. So if you're looking at it, the technology trend today, what we all need to learn is first adaptability, means like acceptancy, and means like a change of attitude. The
Absolutely.
third thing is convincibility of it.
I think you have addressed the right challenge there.